So good afternoon everybody. Allow me to start by thanking AgriFood Lithuania for the invitation to this event. I will start presenting what the EIB Group is and which kind of product and service we are able to offer to support the agri-food value chain. So the EIB is the Bank of the EU. Our shareholders are the 27 member states. We issue AAA bonds in capital markets, and we finance projects in 4 key areas: infrastructure, environment, innovation, and SMEs. The headquarters is located in Luxembourg, and we have opened the office for the Baltic state in 2020. The EIB Group is composed by the European Investment Bank, a subsidiary, the European Investment Fund, that targets mainly SMEs, and a newly established branch, EIB Global, that is responsible for the operation outside the EU. Last year, in Lithuania, we had a record high number of transactions, in total of 14, supporting mainly SMEs, but also financing key public sector infrastructure projects such as Vilnius Water and Vilnius District Heating Company. So we're a bank, so we offer mainly long-term loans to public and private sector counterparts, but also guarantee and capital relief instrument for financial intermediaries, and also equity to funds to our daughter company, the EIF. We also provide technical and financial advisory services for capacity building and to get project bankable. So how do we work? As any other bank, we have to carry out a financial due diligence of the project and the counterpart to assess the creditworthiness. At the same time, we also evaluate the technical, economic, and financial viability of the project, thanks to our project department that is composed of engineers and economists that are checking the viability of the project, as I was mentioning. Once the project is approved, we can start the negotiation of the contract. And there is a direct contract between the EIB and the borrower. After signature, we can start the disbursement of the fund, and we monitor the implementation of the project. We are also the EU Climate Bank. We have been pioneering green bonds. In 2007, we issued the first climate awareness bond, and since then we have increased our support to climate action. We had prepared our first climate strategy in 2015, and in 2019 we made an historic decision to switch out from supporting unabated fossil fuel-based projects and to increase our lending to climate action. So why do we support the agri-food value chain? First, the sector is crucial to address the growing demand for healthier food and challenges such as climate action. In addition, it is highly impacted by geopolitical tension. Second, the agriculture, food and fisheries sector are amongst the largest employer in the EU. It is crucial for the economic growth in the rural areas and coastal region in which just over 1/4 of the EU population lives. Third, there is a need for investment to upgrade physical assets, enhance the use of innovative technologies in production process, and improve resource efficiency all along the value chain. How do we support the agri-food value chain? The sector is mostly made of farmers, small and medium enterprises, mid-caps and cooperative that are relatively underserved by the financial sector. Our focus is on food quality and security, sustainable and inclusive rural development, climate-smart production, innovation, resource efficiency. Circular economy also creates potential new market for bio-based materials for product ranging from biodegradable packaging to makeup. EIB Group support and involvement in the sector has increased steadily since the reform of the Common Agricultural Policy, and I will now make some examples of transactions that we have been signing in the last years. We support the member state in co-financing national and regional budgetary contribution to their rural development program implemented under the European Agricultural Fund for Rural Development. Thanks to the EAFRD, each member state receives a financial contribution from the EU that has to be supplemented with its own financial means. Having secured EIB financing for investment-related measures under such program, the regional and national authorities are able to launch public support scheme. Under this framework, EIB has supported Poland, Hungary, and Slovakia. How do we support SMEs? Both EIB and EIF provide a variety of instruments to local national promotion institutions and financial intermediaries that would lend to SMEs. Multi-beneficiary investment loans is a long-term liquidity instrument provided by the EIB to financial intermediaries. We also offer guarantees and risk sharing on existing or new exposure that will allow the bank to have a capital relief. With this in mind, the financial intermediary commits to generate within a certain allocation period additional loans to SMEs. We can also provide asset-backed securities, and we have also been cornerstone investor in several ABS funding and both taking senior or mezzanine risk. The transaction with Crédit Agricole targets the support of young farmers, so farmers below 40 years old. But we can also support the value chain directly. We can support mid-caps and large corporate financing projects that would be eligible for us. An eligible project is either capital expenditure, such as construction cost, equipment, engineering costs, etc. But we can also finance RDI programs, which are actually the salaries of the researchers. When we can consider a period of 3 to 5 years, we have a total cost, and we can finance up to 50% of this total cost. The reason is because we want the company to have what we call skin in the game, so to invest, but at the same time, we see ourselves a catalyst. So we want to see other banks joining us into the financing. Of course, we offer long-term maturities, attractive interest, and a diversification of funding sources. Probably you know Puratos. Puratos is a Belgian company active in the production of fermentation-based products and food ingredients for the bakery, patisserie, and chocolate sectors. The loan supports the R&D program concerning healthier and more nutritious components, food processing, and shelf life extension. We can also support cooperative of farmers, which are SMEs. So we are also supporting them, the farmers supporting cooperative. IPIM is the largest dairy cooperative in Estonia. The loan would support the construction of a greenfield plant in Paide, Estonia, that will process milk and produce high-quality dairy products such as cheese, pasteurized cream, and sweet whey powder. The new facility will partially replace some aging manufacturing facility. The investment will also support sustainable agriculture. I was mentioning before innovative bio-based industries. So Novamont is an Italian company that have been developing innovative technology to produce bioplastic and biochemicals based on renewable resources, which are biodegradable and compostable. Novamont holistic approach, where the business model includes local agriculture as well as the reuse of byproduct, is producing net positive result for material innovation. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Let's see, maybe there is someone in the audience who would like to ask you a question. Would you say maybe country-wise, which of the countries is the most active in applying for funds?
We measure our support to the countries as a percentage of their and the size of their economies. So we can say that the Baltic states are generally in the top 5, if not in the top 10 of the countries. So last year, intervention in Lithuania has been particularly high, with more than 450 million, which was a record year.
Are we doing better than Estonia?
Yes, it was. So in amount was larger in Estonia, but as a percentage of the economy, I think Estonia was a little bit higher, but still in the top 5.
Okay, that's important to know. Is there anyone else in the audience who would want to say a final remark, thank the speaker, or ask a question? If not, we will do that by applauding you and thanking you very much for sharing the opportunities of funding. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.